So as I'm sure you're all aware, there's a 54% rise on the 1st of April for energy bills. And basically this is happening because the wholesale price of gas, that's the price the energy companies pay for gas, has gone to record highs over the last year. This is caused by many reasons, but that's besides the point. The reason it's affecting electricity prices is because in the UK, a lot of our electricity is produced through gas, so they go hand in hand. Gas goes up, and then gas and electricity goes up. Now, the reason it seems like such a big rise is something called the price cap. So this is a cap on the amount you pay. It's not a total cap on your bill. It's a cap on the unit price and the standing charge price. Now, because the government has kept this artificially low, in the background, prices of wholesale gas have been rising, and the cost for the energy companies to produce electricity, gas, for us has gone up. We've been at this price cap, so we haven't noticed that. And all of a sudden, lots of energy companies have gone bust. The government's had to step in and say, right, we're going to raise the price cap. So we're now jumping to here. That's why we feel it so much more. And this wasn't helped by the fact that last year was not very windy at all. And in the UK, 24% of our electricity comes from wind production, wind turbines. And last year it was only 7%. So that's a massive, massive drop. And as a result, that extra electricity that is needed to fill that void come from gas or power stations that use gas. This has only made the problem worse. So just to break the figures down for you, the gas standing charge is going from 26.1p to 27.2p. The unit rate for gas is going from 4.1p to 7.1p. And the electricity standing charge, that's going from 25p to 45p, so that is a massive, massive rise. This is just the charge for you being effectively on the system, for having the privilege to use that electricity or have it there at your disposal. And the unit charge for electricity is going from 21p to 28p. What do we do about it? Well, if you're lucky enough to be on a fixed deal, stay on it. Do not move. Grab hold of it with both hands. It is going to be cheaper than anything you can find at the moment. Me, myself, I've just come off a fixed deal, and when looking for the next fixed deal, there was nothing about it. It's 40% above the April the 1st price cap prices. And the reason for this is that the next price cap review is on the 1st of October. And at the moment, they think it's going to be a 25% increase in October, again on top of the increase we're about to have. And that's only currently. That could go up to 40%. It could go down to 5-10% because we've only had a month of that 6-month period. But either way, it's not going to go down. So these companies are pricing in that rise already. The comparison sites aren't going to help you, but providers are keen to keep your business. And as a result, they will likely offer you a better deal than you can get anywhere else. Again, be cautious of what they're offering you and how much extra it is above the price cap. But just for instance, E.ON have really good deals at the moment, only for existing customers. I know usually it's the other way around, but it's always worth that phone call. Now the big one and the main reason for this video really, I mean I could have just done this as a video because it is that big. If you are on a prepay meter, an old style, so not a smart, an old style prepay meter, you can top up before the 1st of April, so top up in March, and whatever you top up will be charged at the old rate. And I checked with my provider, so this doesn't work with Scottish Power, unfortunately, but I am with Bulb, and they will allow me to put on £255 credit. Now, I know it's a lot of money. I know that some of us don't have that money. I've had to move money about in order to do this, but it is going to be well worth your while, a 54% increase. So before the 1st of April, I'm going to put £255 on my electric. I'm on oil because I'm in the middle of nowhere, so I don't have gas. And this I can use until it runs out, and it'll always be charged at the old rate. So as it goes onto the meter, it says, right, this is at this rate, and it uses it until it's gone. Now, if you're thinking, well, hang on, if I put 255 quid and I don't use it, I move out, I want to change provider because I find a good fixed deal, that's fine. The company will give you a refund. So you haven't lost that money. You can always get it back. I was this close to getting a smart meter as well. They've been badgering me for ages. Go to a smart meter, go to a smart meter. And to be honest, I heard nothing but problems about them overcharging people, so I just stuck with where I am, and it's paid off. But if that isn't you, you are on a smart meter or you're on a direct debit, there are other things you can do. I mean, you can look to see if you're on like an economy 7, or if you have a night rate, a cheaper night rate than a day rate. If you do use your appliances at night, like your washing machine, your dishwasher, that will save you a lot of money because it is a heavily reduced rate. And afraid apart from that, it is a case of staying on the price cap and riding it out, because it's not worth the increases and the premium they're putting on the current fixed deals. So it comes down to a case of don't use it as much or use it more efficiently. So don't use it as much, meaning like lights or leaving things on or plugged in when you don't need to. I mean, how many of us leave the light on when we're watching a TV? Do you really need to do that? Probably not. You walk from downstairs to upstairs and you're going to put some washing away. Do you leave all the lights on? I know I do. Well, we can turn that off and reduce our usage. When it comes to efficiency, I mean, we don't have to change all our products. It's handy if we are changing a product to make sure it's an eco-friendly one or an energy efficient one. But little things like when you boil a kettle, just boil the amount of water you need. Or when you're doing a washing or dishwashing, to use the machine while it's full, so you do less washes over the year. Or if you can't do that and your appliance does allow it, use the eco mode, or use a cool wash, or use a half cycle. Or if it's a kg rated one where you can just tell the machine how heavy the load is and it puts less water and uses electricity, then do that. Then we've got the old thermostat trick. So there's actually 2 major thermostats in your house you want to look at. Obviously your heating one. Now, yeah, we are coming to the end of winter, so maybe it's not as relevant, but it will be when the cold weather comes back around. But 1 degree down on your thermostat can actually save you between £80 and £100 over the year. You're not going to notice 1 degree massively. The same with the thermostat on your fridge. Obviously you don't turn this down, but actually turn it up a little bit. Because as your fridge is trying to keep things cooler, it's using a lot more electricity. And just a little nudge and being mindful not to leave it open while you're filling up milk in your tea. These little things all help, because if it loses all the coldness, it's got to then bring the temperature right back down again. If it's a quick open and shut, it hasn't got to do so much work. And if the temperature is set higher, it's not got to cool it down to 2 degrees, 3 degrees. It's sitting at a 4 or a 5. It's working a lot less. Now, this is just a few quick ideas really to get you thinking and being more mindful about what you're using and how you're using it. I'm going to go into a lot more detail later on in videos regarding to water use, heating and electric. And I know we shouldn't have to do this, but it's unprecedented times. This is the highest the wholesale gas price has ever been. And it's not predicted to drop until at least 2023, and who knows what might happen between now and then. So we really do have to be cautious about what we're doing and really start to think in ways we never did before. So keep an eye out for them videos. I hope this has helped at least someone. If you are not on a old type prepayment meter and you know someone that is, please let them know, because this could be a world of difference for a lot of people. Thanks for watching.